Okay, so now that we've explored the Google Sheets, we're going to bring it back over to Tableau because they do proclaim, hey, we can do data cleaning stuff too. Starting in page 81. First, a brief reminder. This is what our other book said, is that collecting and cleaning data and geocoding, those are all activities that they recommend you using Google Sheets and other things too. But Google Sheets does all of those pretty well, as well as our tables. Tableau doesn't really start coming to play until the charting and then the mapping and the tables. So it does the pretty pictures. It definitely doesn't do collection, but it doesn't really do the data cleaning that well. So we're going to keep that in mind before we go back and think about what it's trying to tell us over here at page 82. There are some cool features for Tableau. This little data interpreter, you can push that and it thinks about things and tries to fix things if it looks weird to it. So that's a help. In here, you can change these. You can rename if you wanted to. Is it better to do that in here versus in the original Excel file? It's better to do it in the original Excel file usually, unless there's instances where you're constantly uploading new data into it because of like the extracts or something. I don't know. There's instances where some might be better than the other, but I think it's set up so that if it's live or constant extract, then I'll save it here. But yeah, usually you want to do that stuff in your original files anyways, but we do have that option here. It does check our type of data here. So these, you can see they're ABCs. So pointing out to you really quick here, this is our location data, right? It's reading it as a string, which is the same thing as saying that it's text. Oh yeah, here. We can't actually tell it that's a geographical thing because it's so dirty. I was complaining before about how it should be like cities or countries or states or something. The way that it's set up right now, it's so bad that it can't even read it as geographical information. So we can't really do anything about that dirtiness through Tableau. Like we'd have to go through and handle each of those, which is awful. Okay, so with that, we're making sure that we're doing the extract and we have it saved because I told you to do it before. Go to sheet 1. Needs to think about life for a moment. There it goes. And just like Excel or G Sheets, you can rename your sheets as well. So I already started playing with this. I set columns to occupation, rows by location. It'd be kind of, if the location was set by like country or something, it'd be kind of cool to see who answers these surveys by occupation. Why not? The reason why I wanted to bring this one to your attention is to show you the grouping feature, which is something I did use when I was in this class. And you can do this in the other view too. But so yeah, this is the same thing, except for a couple of people put a space here and this person failed to put a space between the two, like the country and the state or province. I don't know what they subdivide by. So here, the grouping function, what this is actually groups these two together. And now it's like they're in the same column or in the same row together. So that is one little thing of data cleaning that this offers that other ones don't. Do you really want to go through all of these and try to figure that out? Probably not, but it's, you know, it's not impossible for you to go through and do that. If your data isn't quite as dirty, it'd be probably better, like these two together, Charlottesville and lowercase Charlottesville without the space. You can group those two together. You know, so a lot of these, because it's so dirty, are the same issue over and over again. Okay, so that is the grouping possibility there. And renaming, you can rename these in here. This I renamed in the data source already, but you could rename them here as well. Here, I dropped the years of school into here, and then show me, I told it that I wanted it as a histogram, because here we can easily see the issue with the school outliers, right? So we have some data that is saying that they have 0 years of school. That's probably totally inaccurate. So we can tell it to exclude those, just like that. So really easy way to filter out data in your data vises. So that is something that if you hadn't handled the outliers in your earlier data cleaning in G Sheets or Excel, then that is one way to do a little bit of filtering inside of your data viz. You can see it's a lot faster and easier than the G Sheet version of that. Okay. It does warn you that Tableau has a lot of, sorry if you can hear that rumbling, that geographic errors are common because of things like I just pointed out. So just being aware of that. You might just get a lot of excluded or weird things happening. Let's see, back over here to see our data. So you can see that some of these say null. That is good. That's telling you that it is empty data versus being filled in with some weird stuff. Here we can also group. Yes, cool. Thanks. That's super not helpful. So you can let's see. I think you can. Yep, and here you can also group stuff. So are super helpful. Yes. Can be grouped together. I think okay, nothing, nope, no thanks. Like you can take all these lame ones and group them together as like not good data. So you can do things like that in here as well, but it's probably, well, that would be for the entire data source. This would be for the data viz itself. Again, better to take care of those before you bring that in here, but it is possible to do that in here. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it that it tells you in this chapter. Tableau has a separate program called Tableau Prep. We're not going to get into that, but that one is specifically designed for data prep. So if you are only using Tableau, you probably would use that. But again, better to use whatever programs you have. And if you have access to R or whatever else, please feel free to do your data prep wherever you want. Okay, so in terms of homework for this, I want you to basically do this, load it in, like actually take the practice of uploading data into Tableau, and you can just take a screenshot of it. I don't need the entire file. And then that's it. So I'll actually demo the things I want you to do. So for your homework, you can just, I know Max got a different thing like this, but I'm going to snip it. I'm going to open a new Word file. blank document. We're going to drop that here. And then earlier on, I said that we needed to have a link. So link for the cheat sheet. So for that, for me, it is on a tab somewhere. Hold on 1 second. I'll pull it up without showing you all of the things on my desktop. Here we go. So all we do is hit that share button, make sure that this is set for anyone on the internet can view. Just copy the link, bring it over here, boop, spacebar, it's an active link now. And those two things together, that is the homework. So save that file, turn it in by uploading it into Canvas, and that is your homework for week 1. So hopefully that won't take you too long, but you'll get a little bit of practical experience doing some of these things.